Hello everyone, it's been a minute. So we're back, we're here. It's been real stressful times for us.
We had to move out of our beautiful apartment. We're staying in an Airbnb from hell.
We'll let you know in another video about that situation.
But what we want to talk about today is things that you should know before dating a bisexual person. It's kind of concerning how comfortable a lot of people in the queer community are, especially in the lesbian community, with their biphobia. We have had a lot of comments in previous videos, and I know if you scroll down and read the comments here, there's gonna be also a lot of comments from lesbian women saying that they would never date a bisexual woman.
It just confuses me.
Have you ever dated a bisexual?
I am right now.
For me, bisexual and pansexual, I kind of use that interchangeably. So let's start with a quick fact. Most women who identify as bisexual are dating men.
So then it's like, why do you call yourself bisexual if you're dating a man? You must be straight.
Or it's also like, you know, looking at the stats, there's a way higher chance that you're gonna end up with a man. So like, why should I even bother? But the thing is, let's look at that. Why is that most bisexual women date men? For example, they have a way bigger dating pool with men, right? There's way more straight men than there are queer women.
It's a little harder, I would say.
Also, men are way more likely to ask women out. And on top of that, a lot of queer women straight out refuse to date bi women. So then add that makes it even harder. So yeah, we just wanted to chat a little bit about that.
You got it. 5 things you should know before dating a bisexual.
Number 1 thing you should know. Just because they're dating you doesn't mean that they're not bisexual anymore. So there's this whole perception somehow that if a bi person is dating someone, they're automatically either straight or gay because they're now in a presumably monogamous relationship. Well, the whole thing is that maybe they're not interested in other people, but they're still gonna have the potential to be attracted to other people. Just as if you're a lesbian, just because you're dating a woman doesn't mean you're not attracted to other women anymore. Same thing in the straight relationship. If a woman is dating a man, doesn't mean that she's suddenly like asexual to all other men, right?
Yeah,
so it's
exactly.
just a simple logic like that.
And on that note, that doesn't mean that you'll never be enough for them because they chose you.
Their sexual orientation isn't really gonna matter when you're in a relationship. Maybe if you're in an open relationship or polyamorous relationship, but if you're in a monogamous relationship, I feel like a lot of people are thinking, you know, what if she wants to be with a guy now? What if she's missing being with the other gender? Just because they can be attracted to more than just one gender doesn't mean that they're always gonna be wanting to be with multiple genders.
So this brings us to our 3rd point. Bisexuals can of course be in monogamous relationships just like anyone else.
Just because you're bi or pan doesn't mean that you're greedy or confused or want everything all at once. If they're a trustworthy person, you should trust them regardless of their sexual orientation.
Period.
This video is sponsored by our dear friends Skillshare. What is Skillshare?
Well, let me tell you. So Skillshare is an online learning community where you can learn thousands and thousands of different classes. How to paint, draw, sketch, illustrate, Photoshop. Honestly, the list goes on and on and on.
So if you're a creative person and you're into YouTube, you're likely going to be into Skillshare as well.
So a class that we wanted to share with you today is one that we really like called Plants at Home, Uplift Your Spirit and Your Space by Christopher Griffin, also known as Plant Queen.
So this class shows you all about how you can really improve your space with plants and also how to take care of them and everything. So really recommend that one. If you click on the link in the description box below, you will get a free trial of the Skillshare Premium membership, which also at an annual plan costs less than $10 per month. So the next point is, and I think this is a pretty important one, is that other people might make you feel insecure about dating someone who's bisexual. And like, don't let that get to you.
This is where willpower comes in.
At the end of the day, you know, you can turn it around. This person who is bi has a much larger dating pool than people who are either just straight or gay. And out of this pool, they chose you. So like, you have a lot to be proud of.
And our last point is, honestly, it's like dating any other human being. When you're together with them, sexual orientation really doesn't matter that much.
How often do you think about what I identify as?
No, I'm just like with you.
And then just another thing, because I know that there's going to be comments about that some people simply refuse to date bi women because they have straight privilege in a way when they're with a man, or some women even say that they think it's gross.
That's just ridiculous.
If they also are like having sex with men.
Honestly, I just think of it as, what if you meet someone who is like so amazing, so your type, but they tell you that they're bisexual? You're just gonna throw all of that out the window because they go by bisexual? Like, that's what shocks me, because it's like, I would never throw away such an opportunity with someone just because of the label that they want to go by.
That's why I think labels can be so dangerous, right? Because it's like, you say you're that, and then if to other people automatically these red flags go up just because of that. Bisexual is a huge spectrum, you know, it can mean so many things. Like, there are also a lot of bi women that are seriously dating women that identify as bi that you might not even know about identify as bi. So yeah, I really think that there is a lot of work that still needs to be done in the LGBT community. And again, there is a B in the LGBT community, don't forget that.
But yeah, and it just like bothers me a little bit because this is like a community of individuals that are supposed to be like helping each other, and we all have each other's back, doesn't matter what label you have.
So I think at the end of the day, it's pretty much the same as with homophobia. A lot of it goes down to misconceptions and misinformation and simply just ignorance about some things. And with more information and education and more positive representation out there, we can kind of fight this. And I know that the younger generation is already a lot more open towards just like fluid sexuality, which is really great to see.
Yeah, and love always wins. Stop hating the bisexuals.
Now I need to go back to dealing with our horrible Airbnb. Yeah, so sorry we've been kind of slacking with our channel, but literally we have bigger fish to fry at the moment. We're just trying to survive.
It's been a lot. So
next month we should be a little bit more settled in and out of this place, so stay tuned for that.
Yes. So thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, give it a little thumbs up, and remember to subscribe if you haven't yet. Thank you.
Bis zum nächsten Mal. Tschüss.
Tschüss.